Like I've had one of those lives where I've been exposed to violence, and I'll tell you a few things about violence that can't be taught. One, violence and fighting are very different. So when you learn to fight, this idea of I'm gonna fight. This is my problem with Krav Maga. I'm gonna fight this guy with the knife, and I'm gonna fight him. Violence isn't a fight. Violence is you're sitting down in the restaurant, 4 guys running with knives because they want you dead, and they all start pack stabbing you. Violence is quick and it's random and it happens by surprise, and there's nothing you can do to survive most violent scenarios. If a guy with a gun wants you or me dead, we're probably gonna die. I mean, maybe we can pull something off, but 99.9% of the time you're eating bullets. That's the reality. That's the reality of violence. Krav Maga, I have a problem with it because it teaches a sense of security which simply doesn't exist. I've been stabbed, and 3 of my friends have been killed. And I can tell you about how being stabbed works. The idea that you're gonna grab a knife and move his arm, it just doesn't happen. They come at you fast, it comes out of nowhere, they're wielding this knife around from all over the place. And usually, especially in London nowadays, there's 3 or 4 of them. You're dying. And if you get stabbed, you have 4 or 5 seconds of consciousness. It's over. That's it, you're gonna die. Boxing, the reason I teach boxing is because boxing is the most realistic to learn. In the gym, you get hit and you hit people. In most other forms, everything to a degree is controlled. Even in Krav Maga, you can't do it full force. He can't really try and stab you, and you can't really try and break his arm. So when it goes down for real, it's never gone down before. Whereas in boxing, if you throw a hook at me, that's gone down for real 10,000 times. I've really slipped a hook, and I've really thrown one back. So it's just more realistic. Sport fighting is always going to be more realistic because it's the only thing that can be practiced in a realistic setting. When I was a professional fighter, every single week, some black belt would walk in from some gym, taekwondo, karate, whatever. And he'd say, I'm a black belt, and he'd put the gloves on and get whooped because he'd never been hit properly. And he was like, what's this? It's like, well, yeah, it's called getting punched back. It's called fighting someone who can fight. It's completely different when you're touch sparring and all these games. But the reality of violence is that it comes so fast and at random. I've been in clubs drinking a drink, and the time it took me to pick my Red Bull up and put it to my lips, the club has gone from peaceful to eruption of 2 rival gangs and bottles and knives and tables. That's how it happens. That's how people die. So this whole Krav Maga, if he points an M16 at your face, you're gonna do that. If a dude has an M16 and he wants you dead, you're dead. So your choices are either maybe the best hope you have is if you're in fighting distance is to take his consciousness away. And the hardest, fastest punch you're gonna learn is boxing. The whole idea of grabbing the gun and all that, I don't believe in any of that. And because I've seen too many experiences, I've seen too much stuff go down and it happens too quick. And I've known too many professional fighters, guys as good as me, who die from this stuff. You get attacked by 3 dudes with knives, you don't stand a chance. So I know a couple of guys who come to me and go, well, yeah, but I know Krav Maga. I say, listen, I will beat your ass right now. I guarantee you can't stop my fists, let alone if I had a knife. I guarantee you can't. At least boxing is realistic. Boxing is real punches and real retaliation. So it's as realistic as it can get. I don't even can see it on camera. I don't even see it. My finger came off. I don't even see the scar at the top of my hand.
Yeah.
You see it? My finger was completely hanging off. So I had a drug debt for $2,500, not even big money. And the guy was threatening me over text message, and I was trying to reason with him, buy more time. He stopped replying to me. And 4 days later, he tried to stab me in a car park. So this is the truth of violence. Threats are not violent. If someone threatens you, they don't want to hurt you. Violence happens without threat, without warning. If someone goes to me, Tate, I'm going to kill you, I'm like, he ain't going to do shit. If he wanted me dead, the last thing he'd do is tell me he's going to kill me. Why would he tell me? He ain't going to tell me. He's going to come do it. This guy I texted this guy 4 times, he ignored me. And then he tried to stab me. And I saw it coming in time and nearly lost my finger. Look, thank God I didn't have, this is why I don't wear headphones. To this day, I will not walk out in the street with headphones. I didn't see him, I heard him. People walk around with their headphones in. Walking target. So I heard him and I turned. And I hit him with my messed up hand. I stunned him enough for it to run away. But I knew who it was. He's dead now because some other drug death. Someone else killed his ass. But this is how it goes. So yeah, for 2 years after that, I couldn't walk to my car without sweating.
Yeah.
I'm a kickboxer. And even I will say, you don't need kicks on the street. And if you do need, even if you can kick as well as me, which is a lifetime dedication. What if you're wearing jeans? What if it's on slippery grass? what if you fall over? Like it just, your hands are always there. Your hands are there, and if you can slip 1, 2, bum, 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 that's all it takes. I'm proud to say, because I'm not a violent man, I've only had 3 altercations outside of the ring in my life, besides the night. And every single one of them was just boom, done. There's no need for anything else. That's enough. You know, you're either going to rattle them or put them asleep. This whole ninja shit. And as for BJJ is the biggest crock of crap in the world. Anyone who's doing BJJ, you're wasting your time.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the ground.
The number 1 rule in street fights: don't go to the ground.
Yeah,
that's the number 1 rule. You're going to end up dead. You're going to get head stomped. His friend's going to jump on your head. You're going to be dead. Never do that crap.
That's a fighting technique in a ring. I mean, that's a different thing.
Well, this is fighting. Like, there's no easy. Like, I'm currently teaching my cousin to fight, the one who lives with me.
Yeah.
He's been with me a month. His eye is black right now. We can put a picture of it up under this. His eye is closed. Why? Because he didn't block it. Like the reality, there's no way to train reality without reality. This is how it is. So you'll know if you're in a fight gym or not. You should know. You'll be able to tell if you're in a fight gym or not.
So if you're in a fight gym, you're getting hurt.
Yeah, and it doesn't mean you're going to get hurt badly, but you're going to feel it. You got to feel it. This is the reality of violence, and there's plenty of gyms out there. But if you go to any boxing gym, boxing is a sport. So there's no one's going to let you get in the ring without teaching you to get punched and punch back. And I think that if you become a high level boxer on the street, it's going to be difficult to deal with. A guy who's fast with his hands, bang, hits you, bang, hits your friend, doom, doom. Now you're both out. Like, I mean, how much more do you need to know? That's enough 99% of the time.